I like how they tell you about the cannon immediately, and it takes for fucking ever to get it.
Have you got it yet?
No.
Okay.
That's what I mean. For fucking ever.
Well, we don't know. It could be after we beat the boss of this level.
That's true, I guess. Oh, I hear noises. Hey, friends!
They ain't friends.
Why not? They give us pretty gems.
They bring us death.
They're weenies. They don't bring death.
One weenie doesn't bring you death, but a lot of weenies do.
We've seen a lot of weenies. That was not a lot of weenies.
Weeniest.
Maybe after you kill these duties.
Duty.
Hello. They're just like doing somersaults. Hello, I'm Stepchildofthesun, and I've got Captain Psychology sitting next to me, and we're playing Sundered today.
The full release version, no longer alpha.
Yeah, we finally get story this time. So we just started recording, so you guys didn't see the title screen or anything, but there, was there one? No, I don't think so. It just starts you out here. So clearly we're not in the caves anymore.
Not in Kansas anymore.
I was gonna make a Dust Bowl joke, and then I'm like, but wait, that wasn't in Kansas. But yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Part of it,
yeah. Oh! Yay, it's completed setup after we've already been using it.
Nice. Woo!
So I imagine...
Oops, sorry.
Oh. It's so pretty! What is this? What does it even fucking mean? Well, you know she did. Oh, that explains what the armor does. Okay. So what I'm getting is we made it out. We were out of the caves, and then we got dragged back in.
Or we were just in a city somewhere.
Oh, maybe we were never in the caves before. And now we just got imprisoned here.
Yeah. Now, as far as we know, the first level, essentially, is the same as the beta you've seen, but now we have story and everything's complete, and
the story is new. We do like that.
Yeah, so that's why we're recording instead of just trying to pick up where...
Yeah, like, we've seen this tutorial level before in beta, right?
Yes. Because beta is the first level.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Minus the story.
Ow. Yeah, we don't have our sword yet. We get that later. We have actually played some of this, just because we really wanted to, and we didn't feel like having our recording setup, which, not to mention, our recording setup was a huge pain in the ass to do today. For whatever reasons. Okay, so now we have our sword. Now, sword is called the Shining Trapezohedron, I think. Which is like some kind of intelligent sword, basically. Which, it just occurred to me, I don't know if we know what that sword's goals are. Like it said, I'll help you get out of the cave, but like, what does he get out of this? Or it get out of this?
Maybe he gets to leave the cave with us. And now, the loading. which we might have to cut. We can't. Last time we played this to test it, it took 3 minutes to load.
Something like that.
A little excessive.
Which, like, to be fair, our computer memory isn't that huge, so that's probably a big part of it. But still. And then we had to go and get a different controller because ours was... It was either the controller was messed up or the game was messed up. I think it was the controller.
Yeah.
But I'll probably throw that footage in here somewhere or another just so that you guys can see it. So, like... If it was a glitch, it can hopefully get fixed.
Yeah. Not pressing any buttons on my controller. Now jump away and...
Oh, well now it's stopped.
Yeah, it's like...
Okay.
Very weird.
Don't know what you did.
Oh.
It's just that corner that's like that. Are you jumping back down there, or when you...
No. I'm trying to jump away now. I mean, it's hard to say without actually looking at my controller, but I am not pressing any buttons at the moment, and I'm attacking. I'm actually pushing away from the wall.
Well, so much for dying. You may just have to restart from the main menu.
Yeah, I don't know if it's... Well, if it's doing it on this, it could be our controller.
But it doesn't do it in any other spot.
Well, we can get to a new spot.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, don't do it there. What?
So it could be the controller. Either way.
Yeah, so that's the thing we found.
Yeah. About 80% sure is our controller, though. It's cheaper and I was playing hard on it, so...
Yeah, you use that for... Wow, pretty much just Sundered, right?
Want the controller?
Yeah.
Well, it's for any game on a computer that requires a controller.
That's right, you've played it for like 3 different games.
Yeah, it was malfunctioning, so we switched controllers just in case.
The benefit of the one that wasn't working is that it has the toggle straight attached. Whereas this one, they're separate.
Well, the one's wired, this one's wireless.
Yeah. It's like you still have to plug it into the computer, but you can plug it into the computer and then walk like a room away and it'll be fine. Downside is we just moved, so we had to find the damn thing. We're like, we've got the controller, but we don't know where the cord is.
Or the, the dongle. Dongle.
Almost there.
3 hours later. Seriously, that's since we started playing?
This is after we started playing. I just showed Cap the time, and we're at 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
That's not all loading time, right?
No. I started it while we were wandering through the sand, I think. Yay! Oh, frame rate, why?
Because the computer is a piece of shit. Should really do a not crowdfunding, what's the site where you ask people for money for your personal stuff? Patreon?
Patreon is the one where people can donate something to you per month. And like they commit to give you however much money over a month. Like Indiegogo and GoFundMe are the ones where it's just like a set amount and you either reach the goal or you don't.
You should do one for a new computer.
Yeah.
For all of our amazing friends on your channel.
I don't know how many of the friends I have on my channel that aren't broke.
You don't know all...
166 something of them. They actually tell mother. Okay. Alright. Cool. Oh, the door's not open now. We can only go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a different save for this one, which, holy crap, they have multiple save files now, which is amazing.
That is nice. I do appreciate it.
We managed to open most of the doors, and we got to the boss room, but we didn't actually, like, beat it yet. We beat the mini-boss, right?
No. We didn't get the boss, we only got the mini-boss.
Oh, okay. Oh, our shield! Ah! Awesome. Okay. It will indeed be useful. Okay, so the Valkyries are the ones that resisted. And I'm guessing whatever the sword is, he's whatever it is you become if you don't resist.
Yes.
I mean, other than just being like an evil looking sword, which he totally is. Oh, which reminds me, looking at his color scheme, it looks as if, because I mentioned before, I think, that sometimes it looks like your sword goes a little bit red very occasionally, and I think that's what a crit looks like, how they denote a critical hit. But it also looks like that might be the like spirit of the sword or whatever asserting itself, because it's the same color and everything. Which, like, I don't know how many of you guys actually watch Critical Role. Having seen that sword, now all I can think about is Grog's sword Craven Edge. Nothing really like it, but... Oh no, closed door again. The other thing that... I think Beta had it, which was super cool. One of the later editions of Alpha, that you keep your shards now. It used to be that every time you died and you used all your shards, if you had any left over that you couldn't spend because you didn't have enough, you don't get to keep them. You have to start over.
Yeah, that was a bit annoying. That was Alpha. I think Beta changed that.
I don't remember. They all sort of blend together after a while.
Thunder Lotus wants to sponsor us and for the new computer.
Have a better computer to play their gorgeous game on.
We were so sell ourselves out to the corporate.
Our corporate overlords.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh
if they're
hell, Thunder Lotus.
I don't know if they're really considered corporate because they're kind of indie.
Oh, it depends how they're set up. Because if it's their sole proprietorship, limited in something and
LTD.
Yeah. So it all depends on how they are. I don't think they're sole proprietorship.
LLC.
Yes.
Limited Liability Corporation.
Yeah. So it all depends on how they're set up.
Yeah.
Because even small little independent companies can still
technically be corporate.
Yeah, legally be corporation.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't have the same connotations as the general word corporate when, like, you're not talking about the official definition regarding a business.
Surprisingly, one or not both of us deal with stuff like that.
Yeah, I actually deal with that a lot. At work, I deal with getting all of the, like, tax forms, the W-9s and everything for the different companies that we pay, and sending out checks and that sort of stuff. On top of my receptionist just answer the phone sort of shit.
You're more than just a receptionist.
Well, yeah, because I got other stuff I have to do now.
Yeah, you're administrative assistant.
Technically, I'm not. That's not my official title. Somebody else has that one.
What's your official title? You're not
receptionist.
Receptionist?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they call you?
Well, they haven't changed the name, really.
On the other hand, work for higher education. And it's a fun time because the bills are due and our students wait till the last second and are like, what do you mean I gotta pay for college? It's like, seriously?
We're in America, buddy. Nobody gets a free ride.
Yeah.
Even the people that get a free ride. Still, ooh, did you see there's a chest above you? Yeah. Yeah!
I mean, well, the thing with the financial aid, though, is you gotta apply and get that stuff early.
Yeah, and if you don't get it early, then you're just boned. Or, like, congratulations, you got the financial aid. If you fuck up and your GPA drops too low, they won't pay for it.
Well, our problem is people are signing up now for classes to begin in a week.
And you have to
just
pay.
Now filling out FAFSA. For those of you who are not from America, FAFSA is a federal aid system, or the form you have to fill out to receive federal financial aid for colleges. And if you want a lot of independent scholarships and grants, they also often require FAFSA. Not always, depending on how it works out. But either way, you're supposed to fill out FAFSA every year. In February is when it starts. So
Nobody remembers to do it in February. It's like taxes. No one does that shit until April.
Yeah, thing is though, even if you wait to a couple months, you might not get all the premium stuff that you could get,
But you'll at least get something.
Yeah, a lot of the students are coming to us now because I work at the bursar's office, which is the billing or where we receive funds, and they're like, I need to afford college. I needed something, they just now, in August, 2 weeks before classes, filling out FAFSA and trying to get financial aid. That's a long process. It's not instantaneous.
Ouch.
So we have a lot of students who want to attend college, have no money, and can't get financial aid in time. So it's kind of like, sorry, there's nothing we can really do for you.
Yeah, that's your fuck up. Yeah, so like any high schoolers or people looking to be in college that are
for America
in our
America
channel, fill out FASFA early, and also just do your taxes early. Like my folks always wait until the very last second and then get super pissed and annoyed because they're trying to use TurboTax on like a cell phone.
The sooner you get things done, the easier. Especially if there's a mistake or error, you can catch that real quick and fill out. Because there's a lot of people, well, not a lot, but several students that I've had who are like, I had to file an appeal for financial aid because I made an error or something. It's like, that just adds a ton of time to the process.
Yeah, because colleges don't do paperwork quickly, especially, definitely not state-run colleges.
No college can, because a lot of our stuff, like FAFSA and everything, depends on the speed of the Department of Education. So they process things a certain speed, and then we do.
I was going to say, I'm like, well, yeah, but like non-state-owned colleges might be faster, but no, they still have, FAFSA is a government thing, they still have to do that. So as
right, if they still accept FAFSA, they still have to go the same processes. And the other thing people forget is, we don't have a huge unlimited staff.
You've got what, 5 people in your office?
Yeah, my total the entire bursar's office of my college is probably like 20 individuals, half of which don't deal with student accounts. They're like third-party billers or like, for corporate stuff. How many
students do you think we got there now?
There's over 70,000 students at CCBC.
Now, is that all campuses or just campus?
That's all of it combined.
Oh, okay.
So you have 70,000 people. Since it's a community college, at least, a good 2/3, if not more, probably receiving financial aid. And the financial aid office is about the same size as ours.
Yeah. I was going to say that, like, I would think that it'd be most of them, but just because of the stuff we were talking about earlier with the FAFSA and getting your financial aid being such a pain in the ass sometimes, it actually is probably a lot less than that. Because I've noticed a lot of people, especially people that are new to college, have no idea what they have access to, what kind of tools they have the ability to get.
I'm seeing, well, at least from our end, what we see a lot, and the reason why students aren't...
It's just putting it off until the last second.
No, they don't do it. Their parents do it for them. So by the time... So the students themselves are not aware of what they can do.
You should maybe heal if you have one.
So they're like, oh, my mom was handling this, or this other person. It's like, you need to be the onus of your own thing. Come on, be an advocate.
That's so, like, now granted, my thing is completely different because, like, I dropped out of high school at 16. So
man, you're getting personal with these people, strangers online.
I've mentioned it before. I don't
Strangers.
care. So, like, my options were basically, the school that I had gone to that I left was a private, like, Christian school. So tuition was absolutely insane.
You're probably paying more than a CCBC charger.
I guarantee you I was paying more than CCBC. Well, maybe not, because, like, my folks had donations from people in the church and whatnot.
Yeah, that's called financial aid.
Yeah. But, like, so when I left, I couldn't go back there because we couldn't afford the tuition, and the only other option was go to my local school, my local city school, which is literally the worst in the state, or at least it was at the time. I think it's gotten better over the years. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to go there. So at one point, my aunt had mentioned that they were having GED classes somewhere or another, and both my cousin and I were out of school at the time, and we're like, why not? We'll go down there and fill out the paperwork and see if we can get it. And we got accepted and didn't have to pay for anything. It was completely free. And, like, after the fact, my mom got annoyed at me. She's like, you didn't, like, ask for permission or anything. You're still a minor. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, I had to do this. What are my options? You know, like, this is the only thing I can do. If I'd waited for you, the only thing would be that I waited longer to get into GED.
Fun fact for those in America who are planning college and school in general, there is a law called FASFA, which is the educational equivalent of HIPAA, that essentially states that students' records and everything are protected, even from your parents. We have had so many parents coming in, like, I need my son or daughters or whatever's stuff, and we're like,
now,
we can't give it to you without a waiver.
Does that apply to minors, though?
Yes.
It does,
all
really?
Students.
Even in, like, elementary school and shit? Even for, like,
well, this
actual
is for higher education.
That's what I mean.
So if you go to a college, even if you're a minor, your parents can't get your stuff without you filling out a form saying they're allowed access. And so many parents are like, but they're 16, they're my child, they're in the parallel enrollment program, which is what allows high school kids to go to college. It's like, it doesn't matter. The law is the law.
Yeah, like, to be honest, if your kid is that, is advanced enough to be going into college while still in high school, I feel like you should probably give your child a little bit more agency in dealing with their own personal matters, you know?
Yeah, but so many parents. And the other thing also is, it applies to just not to children and parents, but also to spouses.
Yeah.
Just like HIPAA, which is the medical one. So many people are just like so offended by that. It's like, what? You want us just to give your stuff out willy-nilly because someone says they're related to you? Because that basically would be like, if you have an ex-husband or whatever, or a husband that you're trying to separate from and you want to have nothing to do with them because you're getting through a very nasty divorce, and they just walk up and get your student records because they're like, oh, we're married? No, that don't work. Yeah. You gotta get permission for people to get your crap.
Oh, I think the blade just went blue there for a second. I wonder if it did that instead of going red because we're in the red area.
Or maybe you're just seeing things.
That's also a possibility.
Yeah, if you're wondering about American higher education and all that,
it is a clusterfuck.
Well, I was going to say I work in it and everything, so I can give advice if people ever leave comments and stuff on the videos.
Yeah. Yeah, really, I think your best thing is pretty much the same thing that goes just for college in general. If you don't understand things, just do research. Just, like, Google shit, talk to people. Because, like, they don't tell you all this stuff when you go in for your interview, for your, like, whatever. They talk to you for, like, 10 minutes, try and figure out what major to drop you in.
The advising?
And that's it. Yeah.
Because you have to ask. They don't know what you need. So if you're going to an advisor and you are unsure, ask. Find the resources you need. Now, the advisors themselves might not be able to help you with specific inquiries.
Well, they can give you names and organizations that can help.
When people come up to us and, like, asking questions that are outside the bursar's office responsibility, we're like, here's who you need to speak to. They are the ones responsible for this.
Oh, man.
Frame rate drop?
Also that, yes. You might want to try and vacate the premises a little bit. How a heal if you can.
I can.
Oh, no.
I had a healing, I think, but I didn't hit the button in time. So remember, when you're going to college, be your own advocate, ask questions, and get all the information. Don't just assume things. Make sure. And also, make sure you get shit in writing, and write down the names and departments of people you talk to. There's so many times students are like, I talked to somebody in this department and they said this, and it's like, who? What department? Because what you're saying isn't normally applicable. Is somebody telling you false information, or is someone making an exception for you?
Yeah.
We need to know details.
Yeah, like, that's one of the reasons that, like, I've said it before to you personally, that I feel like every young adult at some point in their life should have some kind of clerical job. Clerical not being the, like, dorky D&D version, clerical being, like, secretarial work.
What do you mean dorky? being a cleric, being able to summon fire from the skies and healing and bringing back the dead, that should be awesome.
It is awesome, but it's a completely different sort of thing than what we're talking about.
Still be cool.
I wonder why the words are similar like that.
I think they both probably have originating,
and like help. Oh, excuse me. Thanks, buddy. Judging just because we haven't set to normal difficulty. Now, like, he said death is whatever. Is that literally like we just died and he resurrected us?
I think so. Anyway, I think it's clerical because originally the term cleric and stuff might have denoted someone in the church who did a lot of the
bookkeeping
and everything.
Yeah.
So it diverged from there.
Yeah.
So the other two, I'll double check that to make sure, but that's more than likely.
But like what I was saying is learning to take phone messages primarily, learning to take phone messages and talk on the phone are absolutely vital as an adult, and so few people are comfortable doing it that it's one of those things that I feel like everybody should practice at some point. Mm-hmm. A lot of times I even do it at work, even though I've been working as a receptionist for going on 8 years now, something like that. Mm-hmm. Write a script, literally be like, okay, I have to ask them this, write down what you're going to say so that when you talk to them, you don't freeze up and have no idea what you're supposed to ask them.
I just filled out a little bit of our thing. As you can tell, it's a whole lot bigger than it used to be.
Yeah. Now, I wonder if when we get to the next perk area, mm-hmm. if we'll get the same perk that we got on our other save, or if it's random.
Well, the other save we had was a totally different section of the game, so I don't know how far away that is from us.
That's true.
Yeah. And right now, my goal, unless we decide otherwise, is to essentially even out so we're well-rounded and not specializing in one area too hard.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah, so do the damage, shield, health, armor.
Yeah.
Luck.
I feel like the shield is probably better than the armor, though. Better than armor and health, because it's better to not actually take any damage. You know?
Well, that's what the armor also does. It subtracts the damage. Yeah, because last time this was the open area, so I'm thinking that's the second whole stage is over there.
You mean an alpha?
Yeah, alpha.
Beta, yeah. I was talking about in our other save, the one that we haven't recorded.
I don't know what perk we got. I didn't think we got one.
I know we got a couple. I think I got one, though, while you weren't here.
Oh, cheating.
You were, like, in a different part of the house or whatever, and I told you later.
So, anyway, with that, we'll be leaving Sundered for now.
Yeah, so hope you guys learned something and had fun seeing the beginnings of Sundered, which I'm so excited for. So remember to like and subscribe and comment and tell us, ask us any questions or whatever, or thoughts about the game. And we'll see you next time. Ciao.